So here's the lineup. We got 3 eggs, some beef, all this, bro. We got honey, kiwis, blueberries, and dates. We got this stuff. It's actually natural. Like there's no crazy things in the ingredients. Where's it at? Right there. So not bad. No added sugars as well. So this is very, very good. Eat this because y'all know I'm 175 hard right now. So clean diet. Then I got butter coffee as usual, and then some apple juice. So right now we're probably about to just chill out and watch some YouTube or something like that for a little bit. And then we are going to lock in with the charts this morning. We got CPI 8:30, but I will not be trading until 9:30. Hopefully we can get a really nice data low, data high setup, but we shall see. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. Yo, peep the cable management too. We're about to get some things right here, like some like holders or whatever. I did all of that stuff to like kind of group them all together, and then we're about to put them all up there on the top with some like groupers or whatever they're called. So it's about to be fire. All right, so right now it is 8:52. We just had CPI news 20 minutes ago. So right now I am just looking at the markets. I'm not planning on trading before market open. It's one of my main rules, but I'm looking for this data high right here. All right, so here is my draw on liquidity for today. So, all right, we have the data high, which is obviously one of our key targets, but we have these 2 hourly highs as well. Okay, I'm looking at the hourly right here. You see that we are, moving pretty well. I can't really constitute this as, okay, like this is a super strong close right here. We're going to continue higher, most likely to this high, possibly look for A+ setups longs. Okay, I can't say that really because that is a crazy rejection, even though I can say, oh, we close right here. That's kind of mechanically trading this. So this is just based off of what I typically, just based off of market knowledge, bro. Like with a rejection like this on the hourly, even though we did close above the prior day high, it can, just chop right here, right? But more than likely, I am looking for longs, right? Yes, we did get that closure above the high. I want to see more of a 5-minute, like a really bullish close right here before taking any longs to this data high. We have 22 minutes left, so we may not even get that. We may hit the data high before market open. So we may not even get that setup. But if we do open up bullish, right, and we get a good close past this high, what am I going to do is I'm going to look for a retracement and a long to this next hourly high, which is about 120 points away. So that is pretty much my bias for the time being. These are the 2 targets on the 1 hour all the way to the left. We have this gap right here, as well as this high right here. Okay, so that is my bias going into the day. So yeah, we had a huge expansion overnight, so we could also retrace as well. Like it is 100% possible. But if we do that, I don't want to see us continue pushing lower. If we're gonna retrace, I want to see an actual retrace. I don't want to see a reversal right here. If we get a full-on reversal, most likely I will not be looking for trades because we are going to be inside these 2 fat 1 hour gaps. I need to see these broken before taking any shorts lower to these lows. But based off of what price action is telling me right now, we are going to continue pushing up higher to this high, the data high, as well as possibly if we get a good closure and a good continuation past this high, targeting this next high, which is 140 points away from the data high. Depends like where you're at, but yeah, bro, especially like in the US, it's pretty bad. If you go to like really like dense areas, like if you go to like the beach or something like that, Florida, that's where you're gonna see cockroaches like everywhere. Like you can't escape them. But all right, so don't mind the banana. Was just munching on some food for a little bit. But going into the day, I was looking for longs. Wanted to see that data high met after us respecting this gap. That happened perfectly, as you can see right here. Ran up, swept the data high. We continued to get a good closure past those highs. So right here, we missed this one setup. My mentor ended up taking a long right here just on some evals. This is not like a really like A+ setup. We also swept these highs and rejected off them. So he said that like wasn't like the absolute best trade, but again, they're evals. He's just trying to pass them quickly. So he took this long, banked off of that, right? But I did not take it, obviously. So we swept the data high. I wanted to see a really good closure past those highs to confirm that we are going to the next targets, which are about like 100 something points away. We finally got a good closure right here. And it was pretty much just telling me like most likely we are going to continue going in this direction somewhere up here. So hopped on the 1 hour, not the absolute obvious targets of all time, but we had these targets over here. Okay, so we had this 1 hour gap right here. So this is the first target, and then the second target was this high up here. I don't know if that high is hit yet. I don't know if we probably will, because that's just really far, but this is like the main target of the day. Once we swept the data highs and closed past them, got really good confirmation that, okay, we're most likely going to continue higher. That's what I was targeting. So as you can see, the target was hit. I do not really think we're going to run up to this high. That's like another, another 100 something points, 200 points. So not really want to target that at all. Done for the day. Took this 1 minute long. We were just absolutely ripping higher. And I did not really expect a high time frame retrace into like a 15-minute gap or anything to get like a nice setup. So took this, we got a 1 minute gap tap, right? Really nice fill right here. Respected the consequent encroachment of both, right? I don't know, that's just the way I kind of do it. But we began to get a really strong buy up back out of it, longed right here. Kind of a bad fill, to be honest, but we had this high right here. I went to break even just based off of intuition around this area right here, because this target was just guaranteed to me at this point. So just longed, targeted up here for just a simple 1-to-1 stop loss around this area down here. So profited $900 on the eval. Just going one at a time for right now until I get my first payout. But yeah, so pretty much 2 more trades like that, or actually I'll probably, yeah, pretty much 2 more trades like that, and we will pass the account. So not a bad day. All right, so we just finished up trading for the day. It's 10:30, and this is what I'm most excited about, bro, is when I've become fully profitable and I'm living on my own, I'm doing my own thing, or even like when I'm here at my house, bro. Once I finish college, literally just finish trading, and I'm done for the day. I can do other productive things for the rest of my day and improve myself, right? So like right now it's 10:30, you know, like, dude, this is just like what trading is all about, right? This is what trading is all about. Once I master this model, which is going to be very soon, I'm going to be able to do whatever I want, bro. I'm going to be able to spend more time with God. I'll be able to spend more time stressing less over work, right? All these different things, bro. I'm so excited about. And, you know, y'all are just going to see every step of the journey. I've told y'all that the entire time, through all the losses, through all of just the worst times that I've ever had in trading. I've always said the same thing, that, you know, it is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. So like right now, I'm just slowly starting to dig myself out of just this hard place that I'm in mentally. And I know it is just a matter of time before this stuff works. So just taking it day by day, and then soon enough, all of us boys that are actually putting in the work, you know, not just watching YouTube all day, actually showing up to the markets every single day and recording data, you know, actually learning. We will become successful if you stick through it. If you stick through the rough times, eventually we will make it through this. I'm going to eventually make it through this, and we're going to figure it out. So yeah, bro, I'm just really excited for that. But right now it's literally 10:30. I have about an hour until I go to the gym. An hour and 15 minutes until I go to the gym. I started going to the gym around 12 o'clock now, like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And doing that, it helps me fast all the way from breakfast, which is around 7:30, to about 1 o'clock, right? So I'll work out pretty much from 12 to 1, and I come back and I eat, right? So I have like, what is that? Pretty much 7:30 to 1. That's like 5.5 hours. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to do that. And like right now, I'm probably just going to watch YouTube or something for the next hour. Literally just chill out, just putting my work in for the day. When I get home, after I eat, after working out, that's when I'm going to spend, a little bit of time, my second work block of the day, review some of the trades, review some of the back tested trades I've taken, last week, and record and journal this trade that I took today. All right, so here is the pre-workout. We got some good old Celtic salt. It's probably the healthiest salt. This, and I believe it's like gold Baja salt. They're the best salts, like a less minerals, or less heavy metals in it. We go from honey. And that's it. That's how you have the best pump of your life without all the absolute trash in the pre-workouts. Other than that, here are the gym essentials for the next 70-something days. We have the mic, we have our Bible, we have our Bible notes for each verse for Cree Talk. Today I'm about to install this just for the Cree Talk itself. It's like a little mount I bought so I can put it against the car or inside the car, so y'all will have like a better view instead of my fucking nipples. So this will be a lot better. Got the water cooking, but yeah, we're about to head out to the gym. And then hit a crazy bicep and back day.
If you really bring my bed one time across that line, you watch the moon all night anyway for somebody or something to show them the signs.
My foundation for trading is God. That is the reason why I... All right, so people to eat. So we got some water, we got spaghetti, some olive oil, we got some cinnamon, honey, and the sweet potato. We have some pork chops, and we have some chicken that's like vinegar based, pretty bussin'. That Jonathan, and that Jonathan. We're about to watch some YouTube for a little bit, and then we gonna get to some work. All right, so we just made a YouTube video after eating. Just recapping pretty much the day. Today's trade, I haven't done one of those in a while. As well as I had to wait like an extra 30 minutes because my internet's really slow to upload the Cree Talk for the day. I just edited it. Now we're posting it right now on YouTube. It's going to be out in about 24 minutes. So waiting on this, and while I do that, I'm pretty much just going to make TikToks. Make like, I think, probably 1 or 2 TikToks. We shall see. And then after that, probably do a little bit of journaling. All right, so we just finished up the analysis real quick for my journal. And, you know, going into the day again, these are the 2 targets on the hourly this high, but it was really, really far away. So not trying a long, 100-point move. So I targeted this 1 hour gap instead, called out to the Discord as y'all saw earlier. And as you can see, all the targets were eventually hit. Hit this high, we kind of chopped around. We had a pretty mid setup. Probably, a lot of people probably lost on was this inversion right here after tapping some of these gaps. But, after reaching this, bro, like, it is just it's just kind of stupid, bro, to long this and target 100 points and expect us to just pump even more after doing this, right? So glad I was not there. I would not even have taken this trade anyway. That would have been my drawn liquidity met. It's already, 10:30. Market's starting to slow down. We've pumped an insane amount. We already met 1 drawn liquidity. The second drawn liquidity is 100 points away. So for anyone who actually took this setup, that's likely why it lost. It's because market's got to, chill out for a second, bro, after pumping 200 points with not very many retraces other than this setup that I took. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, but just wanted to let y'all know that all the targets were eventually hit. So right now I'm kind of like working on the fluidity of my combo. So it's going to be left, right, and then roundhouse. So just going to do that for a little bit. Bro, this bag is like mad annoying. I think it was used. I don't know if it was brand new when my parents bought it for Christmas. I think it was used because this John's like, bro, it's like a limp dick. This John just like leans over. So like, I don't know, bro, it's just kind of hard. Because I have to like lean in for all my punches, I have to like lean forward. So whenever I actually do start doing like legitimate Muay Thai, like an actual gym, my stances are gonna be cooked, and I'm gonna be leaning forward just so I can punch the bag normally for this. So, but it's all good. Gotta make do with what I got. Gotta be thankful. So, let's get to it.
Tell me what our time went, and if it was time well spent. Just don't let me fall asleep, feeling empty again, 'cause I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight I'll lie awake, feeling empty. I can't focus. I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight I'll lie awake, feeling empty. I can't focus. I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight.
And y'all may be asking kind of why I'm doing this, right? Why I'm kind of doing like an outdoor workout, right? So I'm doing 75 hard. I talked about this a few videos ago, I believe. I was saying I was going to do it during the summer. I was going to post a YouTube video every single day diving into Scripture after my workouts and talk a little bit about how Scripture, relates to trading, how you can kind of relate it to trading, success, and just mindset and psychology, bro. Like how to deal with things, right? So just self-improvement in general. So that's why I'm kind of doing this. I'm on a strict diet, 1 gallon of water per day. I already pretty much do that. Really no strict diet, no added sugar, no fried foods, pretty much whole foods only. So I'm doing that, and then 2 workouts a day, and like a few other things, like read 10 pages of an entrepreneur book. So doing all of those. But yeah, the 2 workouts, it's 1 indoor workout for 45 minutes, which I do at the gym, obviously. And the second workout of the day is around 4 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, which is pretty much right now. And right now it's like 4:30. And I pretty much do 45 minutes of boxing out here on the patio. I do the ball a little bit outside in the yard, which I'm about to do. I go for walks, things like that, just get my heart just going just a little bit. Especially with the boxing, I usually do like 10 minutes to end it off for a little small walk around the neighborhood. Get some sun, get some vitamin D. But other than that, we're about to get to some eye coordination, John. So let's get to it.
Lie awake, feeling empty. I can't focus. I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight I'll lie awake, feeling empty. I can't. Tell me what our time went, and if it was time well spent. Just don't let me fall asleep, feeling empty again, 'cause I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight I'll lie awake, feeling empty. I can't focus. I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it. Tonight I'll lie awake, feeling empty. I can't.
I had to, I'm sorry. I had
Going in the video.
What?
You're going in the video. All right, so in Ecclesiastes 12:12 it says, "And further by these, my son, be admonished," which means warned, right? "Of making many books, there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh." Right, so just did some research on this, make sure I'm, understanding it pretty much fully. And it's talking about us prioritizing worldly knowledge more than him, more than the knowledge of the Bible, more than the knowledge of him, in spiritual matters. Right, and ultimately, if you are writing endless books, figuratively, obviously, writing endless books, studying until you're extremely stressed, and you're exhausted. Right, what does it say? And much study is a weariness of the flesh. Right, just constantly working, studying. Ultimately, it's going to be unproductive, It's going to lead to unproductiveness, right? You're not going to get much, even though you may think you are, out of putting in 10 hours a day versus putting in a solid 5 hours that are actually quality work of you getting your stuff done, making sure it looks the best and it is the best. All right, so right now it is about 6 o'clock and we finished everything for the day that I wanted to get done, and even more as well. Posted a short, wasn't even planning on doing that. So did everything I needed to do. 6 o'clock right now. About to probably go and eat in a little bit, get my dinner in, and then probably just chill out for the rest of the night and then repeat again tomorrow. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed the video so far, but before the video does end, I want to talk a little bit about, focusing on the now versus ahead, right? Stop focusing so much on the future, right? And focus more on what is going on right now, what is ahead of you, the problems that are ahead of you right now, okay? Because a lot of times, especially in the beginning of your journey, for me at least, even right now, I worry so much about what is going to come, right? Maybe 6 months from now, a year from now, what different problems I'm going to have, and like, what am I going to do if this happens? What happens if, the market just crazy, stupid stuff, right? And, like, what if price action doesn't move well next year with this model? Just crazy stuff like that. And it gets me worrying, right? And it gets me thinking, I need to change this, I need to change this. And over time, I've learned that I can't do that, right? Yes, I need to adapt, right? Over time, I'm going to adapt. That's how you trade, right? It's not always going to be the same thing, right? Dodgy's model in 2016 probably didn't work, okay? It's just how the market moves. You have to adapt over time and change things, take things out, year by year by year, because things do change, okay? But, ultimately, I can't be worrying so much about, is this model going to work, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Is market conditions even going to be good 2 or 3 years from now? Is this the best it's going to be, But ultimately, I always revert back to thinking, okay, what are my problems right now? What challenges do I have ahead of me right now? Because if you don't do that, right, if you're focused on the future and the problems that you're going to have in the future, possibly, right, the majority of the time, you're probably not going to even face those problems in your future. You're just thinking, right? And it's going to dig you in a deeper hole, right? And you're also going to be worrying about the things, right in front of you. You're going to have two things to worry about, your future and right now, right? Why don't you solely focus on, okay, what are my issues right now? What do I need to solve right now to get to that next step? Instead of thinking 1,000 steps ahead, think a few steps ahead. Why don't you do that, right? Because the minute I started doing that and I started focusing on, okay, what is truly holding me back right now in trading, that is when I begin to make the most, growth, the most progress, right? When I had a crazy FOMO week, I think I was 2 trades away from hitting a 4K payout, right? And that was like 2 months ago, I think. And I blew all the accounts, right? I ended up blowing all the accounts, okay? But this week specifically, I lost 3 trades in a row, and it was all FOMO trades. That week was so bad. Every single trade was FOMO. And the next week, I came into the week and I took a dub. You know why? Because I noticed the issue that I have right in front of me right now. And I say, you know what? I need to solve this issue right now. What is something I can implement to help me not FOMO into my next trade? And guess what? I haven't taken a FOMO trade in the past, over a month. Over a month now. I think almost 2 months since I took that really bad FOMO week. I think it's been 2 months. I've not taken one FOMO trade because I immediately solved the issue. I was so focused on, okay, what is right now? What is right now? What is going on right now? Instead of focusing, okay, what is going to be going on in the future? What is going to be going on 2 years from now, right? So you always need to be focusing on what is right in front of your face right now. What are the issues? What is going on right now versus years and years ahead of you. So that's just a little fruit for thought. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna be wrapping it up here just because the rest of the night I'm about to be just chilling for a few hours. Not gonna be doing much, but other than that, if y'all want to join the Discord, it's completely free. That'll be left in the description. Other than that though, appreciate y'all boys for being here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.